Welcome to History Love, where we explore the stories, people, and events that shaped our world. Let's dive into the past and uncover history's most fascinating moments. Battle of Wilson's Creek or Oak Hills. Act 1. The Gathering Storm. Scene 1. The Neutral State. The camera pans over the rolling hills of Missouri, a state torn between loyalty and rebellion. It is the spring of 1861, and the American Civil War has just begun. Missouri, a slave state, declares itself armed neutral, refusing to side with the Union or the Confederacy. But neutrality is a fragile thing. The tension is palpable as secessionist mobs seize the Liberty Arsenal, and Union forces grow wary. The state is a powder keg and the fuse is lit. Scene 2. The Camp Jackson Affair. The screen cuts to St. Louis, where Governor Claiborne F. Jackson has called the Missouri Volunteer Militia to drill at Camp Jackson. Unbeknownst to many, the governor has smuggled Confederate artillery into the camp. Union Captain Nathaniel Lyon, a fiery and determined officer, learns of this betrayal. With steely resolve, he surrounds the camp with Union troops and home guards, forcing the militia to surrender. As Lyon marches the prisoners through the streets, the crowd grows restless. Taunts turn to violence and gunfire erupts. Civilians, soldiers, and militiamen fall. The streets run red with blood. Missouri's neutrality is shattered. Scene 3. The Price-Harney Truce. In the aftermath, the Missouri General Assembly creates the Missouri State Guard, led by Major General Sterling Price, a former governor and now a Confederate sympathizer. The Union's Department of the West, under General William S. Harney, negotiates a truce with Price to maintain order. But it is a fragile peace. Governor Jackson secretly conspires with the Confederacy, while Unionists demand action. Harney is replaced by Lyon, who is promoted to brigadier general. The truce crumbles. Scene 4. The Planters' House Meeting. The camera zooms in on the St. Louis Planters' House Hotel, where Lyon and Jackson meet in a last-ditch effort to avoid war. The tension is thick as Lyon demands the right to inspect the state for Confederate intervention. Jackson refuses, insisting Union forces remain confined to St. Louis. The meeting ends in disaster. Lyon, his voice cold and unyielding, declares, "This means war." The screen fades to black as Lyon's words echo, "I would see every man, woman, and child in the state dead and buried before I concede." Act 2. The March to Springfield. Scene 1. Lyon's Advance. The Union Army, led by Lyon, marches across Missouri, capturing the state capital and driving Governor Jackson and Sterling Price into exile. Skirmishes erupt at Boonville and Carthage, but Lyon presses on. By mid-July, his army of 5,430 men encamps at Springfield, a strategic foothold in southwestern Missouri. The camera lingers on the weary soldiers, their uniforms dusty, their faces etched with determination. Scene 2. The Southern Response. Meanwhile, Sterling Price and the Missouri State Guard are reinforced by Confederate Brigadier General Benjamin McCulloch and Arkansas militia under Brigadier General N. Bart Pierce. Their combined force swells to over 12,000 men. Price, eager to strike, urges an immediate attack on Springfield. But McCulloch, wary of the Missouri State Guard's lack of discipline, hesitates. The two leaders clash, their tempers flaring as rain pours down on their camp at Wilson's Creek, 10 miles southwest of Springfield. Scene 3. Lyon's Gamble. Outnumbered and outgunned, Lyon knows he cannot hold Springfield indefinitely. He plans to withdraw to Rolla for reinforcements but decides to launch a surprise attack on the southern camp to delay pursuit. Colonel Franz Sigel, a bold and ambitious officer, proposes a daring pincer movement. While Lyon attacks from the north, Sigel will lead 1,200 men in a flanking maneuver. Lyon agrees, and on the rainy night of August 9th, the Union Army marches out of Springfield, leaving a small force to guard their supplies. Act 3. The Battle of Wilson's Creek. Scene 1. Dawn of Battle. The screen fades in on the misty morning of August 10, 1861. The Union forces, divided into two columns, advance on Wilson's Creek. Lyon's column strikes first, catching the Confederate cavalry off guard. The Southerners retreat from the high ground, but their infantry quickly rallies. The battle intensifies as Confederate forces launch 3 fierce assaults on Lyon's position. The camera captures the chaos, smoke, screams, and the relentless crack of musket fire. Scene 2, Sigel's flank fails. On the other side of the battlefield, Sigel's flanking maneuver initially succeeds. His men overrun a Confederate battery, but confusion and miscommunication soon take their toll. Southern forces regroup and counterattack, driving Sigel's column back in disarray. The camera follows Sigel as he retreats, his face a mask of frustration and despair. Scene 3, Lyon's last stand. Back at the main Union line, Lyon's men are exhausted and running low on ammunition. Lyon, ever the fearless leader, rallies his troops, but a Confederate bullet strikes him down. The camera lingers on Lyon's lifeless body as command falls to Major Samuel D. Sturgis. Realizing the hopelessness of their situation, Sturgis orders a retreat. The Union forces withdraw to Springfield, leaving the field to the Confederates. Act 4, Aftermath and Consequences. Scene 1, A costly victory. The Confederates claim victory, but their forces are too disorganized to pursue the retreating Union army. The camera pans over the battlefield, littered with the dead and dying. The cost of victory is steep, and the Southerners know they cannot hold Missouri indefinitely. Scene 2, Control of the Southwest. Despite the Union retreat, the battle gives the Confederates control of southwestern Missouri. Sterling Price leads the Missouri State Guard north, culminating in the siege of Lexington. But Missouri remains in Union hands for the rest of the war, a testament to Lyon's sacrifice. Scene 3, Legacy of Wilson's Creek. The screen fades to black as a narrator reflects on the significance of the Battle of Wilson's Creek. It is the first major battle of the Trans-Mississippi Theater, a brutal reminder of the war's toll and the deep divisions that tore the nation apart. The final image is of Lyon's grave, a simple marker for a man who gave everything for the Union cause. The words "This means war" echo once more as the screen fades to black. The end. Thanks for joining us on this journey through history. If you love this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to History Love. Together, let's keep the love for history alive. See you in the next chapter.